Could be going better overall, but right now just hanging out with the lady and the cat. That sounds good to me. Make some Jardinera. How am I liking the new set? What, Shrouded Fables? Fable Shrouded? Jardinera, first off, one thought at a time here. Jardinera, too oily, dude. It's a genuine, like, it could ruin a sandwich for me if I'm gripping it and then there's just oil everywhere. I'm not a big fan of it. Shrouded Fumbles. Well, there's not a lot of the set to go around, let me tell you, Mr. Red. It makes me wonder, like, why even bother? If everything was just so botched, just wipe it. Just don't do it. Make Jardinera with less oil. You want to know what one of the main ingredients for Jardinera is, though? It would be oil. That's like the whole thing. I like the set, Mr. Red. It's more so like, how are you going to take a month to release the ETBs? But you release the other stuff, like, just wait and release it together like usual. And honestly, Criminal, not a big fan of the olives either. So, like, Jardinera, not like a really big selling point for me. I'm fine with jarring them up. I'll use them. You can make it according to the recipe and then strain out the majority. But the oil, I'm pretty sure, is like one of the main reasons it's like, one, preserved, and two, like, actually the consistency that it is. I would have to strain it every time I use it, which is whatever. Have I seen the Houndoom yet? No, actually. Haven't. Fortress. Making Jardinera and pickling is two different processes, though. I would imagine that sealing a jar of Jardinera, I feel like it could be the same, but part of me feels like it'd be a little bit more complicated. Luxu. What do we got here? Ooh. Not an easy alt. Always beautiful to see it. Well, especially you're now the owner of two cats. It honestly looks pretty good. Between a 9 and a 10. Looks really, really good. Mr. Red, were you a big Game of Thrones person? Because I recently started watching something before I even elaborate. Or anyone. Maybe not. I'm probably thinking of Real Man. Real Man's a Game of Thrones person. Oh, I do see a prize. I wonder what it is. SQ. Is it a booster box or is it a PSA card? It is a booster box. First booster box from Mr. Tetznick. Hey. You called it. It's the way to do it right there. There is 8 total booster boxes up for grabs. Now there are 7 and 4 PSA cards. You have a feeling Bob is getting a PSA card? Maybe, dude. I don't know. Put those prizes in randomly. Luna was sniffing near the all the mystery bundles, so there must be some heat in there. She was picking up on it. She was like, "What's going on in there?" I don't know. Last time I've seen this gold trainer, by the way, legit. I think that's a good trainer, too. Flapple. Also, in my Poke Daily, I got an uncommon reward, which is really not that great. I didn't get much money. Buy your fave, me. You can't declare yourself as a favorite. You gotta like earn it. Because if you declare yourself as people's favorite and they didn't declare it themselves, you could have the reverse effect on you. I've seen it happen. Luna can't physically make bundles. She doesn't have thumbs. She would want to help though. Let me mark you down for a booster box, and then we're moving on to Bob. Good old Bob. Solid 5. Bob, let's get your 3. 1, 2, 3. Bob's been on a little bit of a heater, dude. I don't know if you've noticed. I've noticed for sure. Where is an empty box? You know, I have a bunch in the garage. Let me just grab them. What I will say about Shrouded Fables, honestly, like, kind of a big fan of the lime green on the ETBs. The color scheme is next level. The color pops. It reminds me of like Razer Naga, like the mouse and keyboard brand. Yeah, I saw those. Good job, Pokemon. Let's release the next 2 sets that are coming out when this one just came out. Guys, I have breaks today, but in 2 weeks, I'm going to have a better break that's way more wanted. I don't see the logic. The logic hurts my head. How about like a week before, then you start just talking about it. A week before. That's all you need. You don't need any more than that. Luxray. Well, Bob, so far you got hits. Corviknight. What is this even out of? Battle Styles. Skull. Well, Luna is black and white, and let me tell you, as far as light colors go, black does really not show because it is actually the opposite of color on the light spectrum. I've tried. Doesn't work. She does not have a favorite color. And dogs, for the most part, are pretty colorblind. When scientists say, like, they know what colors an animal can see, I'm going to call BS, because how do they know? Oh, we asked the dolphin what color it can see. Like, that's a load of crap. I physically cannot hurt Luna's feelings. Luna knows that I love her. Rod and cone configurations? Yeah, dude. But who's saying that? We don't know. Some scientists said that, and we're regurgitating what they said. What if they made it up just so they still get their paycheck? Who's gonna question them? Ain't nobody checking that work, I can promise you. Okay, the code is in the wrong spot, so that's just throwing everything off for me. They study the eyes through dissection? Yeah, but they can't see through them. And it's not exactly as simple as you shine a flashlight through the back of it and you can see what colors they see. I'm calling BS, dude. Metagross is a very cool Pokemon. If Pokemon were real, Metagross is definitely on the top list for Pokemon I'd have IRL. This thing would be unstoppable. You could just destroy things. And it has psychic powers. It would be horrifying. Just the Juggernaut as a Pokemon. The shiny version? It's like just silver instead of blue. They should have made it like orange or red. Whatever's opposite on the color wheel. Bob, no prize yet, but geez, these hits. For Lue? What is Lue? Oh, maybe blue? Okay. I was about to say, like, what are you doing over here, dude? First you're talking about cones and rods, now you're talking about Lue. The Lua code. Hey man, it's not nice to call people names. I don't know the last time I've seen this card either. Some of these cards, like, just go dormant, and I, like, feel like we never see them. Sunflora? Ironically, I think this is, like, next to Sunkern, which is what it evolves from. It is like the worst Pokemon in the game, stat-wise. But as long as you like it visually, that's what matters. I think Sunkern actually might have the lowest stats, like, in the game. Across the board. But, hey, it's about having a good time. Anorith. Anorith's a mean-looking, like, earwig type Pokemon. It's got the pincers. I know it's fossil, but like it still looks like a bug. No prize, Bob, but you got some good cards. Raichu will always be my first favorite. But in a team, Salamence, Metagross, Gardevoir every day, all day. Out here. There's a little bit of overlap for the Psychic type, though, which is not like the greatest for like a 3-man team. But Psychic usually just slams Pokemon anyway, so it doesn't matter. Big fan of Diglett, the way he digs and rises. Diglett probably caused like a lot of like natural disasters. If you had like a horde of Diglett just digging near Yellowstone, that's GG. It's game over. We start over from again once more. And how you doing, Yaga? I'm pretty sure that was covered in one of the episodes for Pokemon too. That's where he finds Aerodactyl. Diglett like almost killed like a bunch of people in a cave. Not the worst thing. Yeah, to just, you know, if you don't die from the immediate explosion, you just slowly die from just being like covered in ashes. I guess that Diglett doesn't have a Mega, but it does have the Fabio form with the hair. The Fabio Diglett. You said, yeah, that's fine. Damn, dude. I want to live. I don't want to die from a volcanic eruption caused by Diglett. Gengar is definitely up there, though. I'll give you that. I don't know why Haunter helped Ash in the show instead of Gengar when he went to go, like, fight Sabrina. Like, ideally, just bring Gengar as the strongest one. Real man, I don't know if you could hear me, but I started watching House of Dragon about like 3 years late. And it's pretty like, I'd give it like a 5 out of 10. It's entertaining. I like to see the dragons. I don't know how I feel about the characters. I started watching House of Dragon. What'd you say? Like he's got headphones on or something. Oh, 100% it was way better. The main, like, chick, who's the daughter, who gets the throne pretty much, like, promised to her, I really thought she was annoying for, like, the first, like, 3 episodes. And I'm still, like, in that pack that she's still pretty annoying. She caused a lot of issues for no reason. And I don't know how they made her, like, They must be related. Like when she was young, and then she's like basically looks the same older. Either that, or they waited 10 years in between filming, which is less likely to get like the age right. Alright, we still got bundles and we got spots. These are the last 3 break of this release. Hell, even after tonight, I might just switch it up because people are just not vibing with it. I figured I'd give it one more day, but people are just not that excited about it. I will say that the card values out of Shrouded, as time goes on, are going to pierce, like, outer space. Because there is not a lot of it. That's going to be, like, a set that's, like, gone and forgotten. But perfect recipe for the rarer cards. Bro, when I went out to the garage to grab the empty boxes, it is very hot out still. And it is nighttime. It's like 90 degrees right now. Legit, the garage was like an oven. I don't know what that's about, but it was 80 last night. That's nuts. To be that hot without the sun is really crazy. Kids don't have school tomorrow for the heat index. Dude, I had 3-a-days during this weather. They didn't cancel anything. The news was like, don't go out. And you know what we did? We had 3-a-days. I think I dropped 20 pounds in like 2 days of just water weight. I remember someone asking the coach was like, I don't read the news. What do you mean? It's not that hot. It was like 108. He did that during like when we had like thunderstorm like warnings too. Like the siren would be going off for us to like leave the field, and he's like, I didn't hear nothing. I'm like, we're gonna die, dude. We're gonna get struck by lightning. We're in an open field. You hated 3-a-days on good days? I hated 3-a-days in general. That's when football sucked. Off-season lifting, I didn't mind because I liked lifting. Either a swamp or a desert. We didn't even have like an actual field. We like practice at like, we call it the Priory. It was like a bunch of like grass that was just open from one of the smaller colleges. When do I open mystery packs? As soon as they're bought. I open them right here, right in front of your face. 98 on a turf field. 98 on a turf field, you just cook. That's literally an oven. Especially with football gear on, oven. I can't believe I did that since 5th grade. 5th grade was the youngest we were allowed to. Then I did it till sophomore year. Then I broke my hand, and I was like, all right, I'm done. Because they said if I break my hand again, I'll need surgery. And it was my writing hand. And I was like, yeah, I don't see myself making it to the NFL or even college, so I'm just not going to do this anymore. It was fun while it lasted. I gotta mark Tetsnick down for his box. I remember the worst thing we did during like summer conditioning too, apart from 3 days. Our lifting coach would take us on a run to like a nearby park from the school. And we'd have to run backwards up a hill that sucked so bad. I hated it. Running backwards up a hill is actually like stupid. Damn, this song's a bop and a half. Alright, looks like we got another spot taken at 13. And another couple bundles. All right, so we got Dave, then Cole. What the hell? There we go. Wait, Cole didn't get a spot in the break. Let me delete that. As much as Cole would probably appreciate a free spot in the break. What'd you type? When my dad was younger, he had a gym teacher that would have everyone run to the park. Then the teacher would go to his office and strap on ankle weights, grab some dumbbells, and start running, and then pass every kid to the park. It's because that dude was a horse, but then he probably had knee problems. That can't be good for you, putting ankle weights on and then going running. That's just not a good idea. You kind of think of it, criminal. I don't think I've ever, I can't recall once where I've known someone to, be like a workout person or a trainer to ever put ankle weights on while running. That's a first. 70s and 80s. Yeah, before they learned about hydration, and then people would just die from not having water. I had one of those coaches, 100%. All right, let me open these. One for Dave, one for Cole, in that order. You had bench players that drank all the water. People that rode the bench but wanted all the glory. I remember some kid was I was a junior, he was a senior, and this dude tore his ACL playing baseball. Which, let me tell you, in my head, I feel like I was the only one who made that connection. I was like, playing baseball? You got hurt playing baseball? Really? How? Nothing happens. You jog it out. Anyways, he sat on the bench and was like one of those, clap it up people, but just annoying. Go home. You're not playing. But yeah, dude, tore his ACL playing baseball. Impressive. It's that's the kind of guy that gets injured playing in chess club? Probably. I feel like that would be more respectable than actually getting injured in baseball. Baseball is not athletic. I'm sorry. There is skill in throwing and pitching and hitting. Everything in between, no. We're not even going to pretend. I've played it growing up a lot. I watch it and I'm like, people get paid a lot of money to jog it out to first base. Honestly, a good move. What's up, Clyde? Dave, you got a hit on the board? Interesting. You can be overweight and play baseball. This is weight aside. But yes. Interesting take since they are all jacked. Are they though? There's some healthy dudes. And they're not jacked from playing baseball. They're jacked from working out beforehand. if they just played baseball and didn't work out, they wouldn't be jacked. That's a fact. Now, if you were to play only football and practice football, you'd still be in good shape. You still need to lift and everything. Bro, 90% of that game, 90% of the game of baseball could be cut out completely. They fill it with commercials. It's good for TV. I can't bear to watch it, dude. I understand it's like people's childhood, and it's a different experience going to the ballpark, yeah, whatever. But like, it's way too slow for me. I can't do it. Mind you, there is skill involved in hitting and pitching. Anything else, you're playing catch. Or standing. No prize, Dave, but you got 2 hits, which is very nice. And a bunch of hollows and codes. And everything. Everything else. And bulk. What else? You got some sleeves. Both dark hits, which is interesting. I think you have to be subbed to change the background. Not my doing, that is the application that manages the lights doing. So sorry about that call. And Eclipse, aside from like, you know, whatever in 2024, call it somewhat fat, you are right. You can be out of shape and still play professional baseball. 100%. They do it every day. You need to be able to run, and they don't even run hard. I see, like, I've seen so many, like, every time I've watched baseball, I've seen someone where they probably could have beat the throw, but they're jogging it out, so then they're out. And it's like, really? You got paid to do that. That's just interesting to me. I don't know. I guess more power to them. They figured out how to get paid for doing nothing, minimal effort. Cole, so far so good. The prizes are randomly spread out between all 100 bundles. Making sure there wasn't a hit. Didn't they used to smoke while playing baseball too? Like back in the day? People would have like stogies and stuff. It's just the pinnacle of like not really athletic, but like you have to be good at hitting. Mind you, they probably did it in a lot of sports, but like they had the time to do it in baseball. Well, might as well, right? The games take so long. But why not just boil it down to that? Every other thing that's added just adds time for more commercials. That's all it is. Chewing tobacco is whatever. You got a lip in. But like actually smoking is wild. No prize pool, but you got 2 nice hits. I don't know why my lights keep flashing red. Your guess is as good as mine. Something's happening somewhere. I don't know where. I have an alert set for something that I do not know. And play in the outfield. You have to be active. Like, I wonder, like, how active the average player has to be. Like, the average amount of time where they actually exert themselves during, like, a couple-hour game. Probably, like, a minute and a half. Where their heart rate is above, like, just regular. But no one questions it. They're running on and off the field. But are they really running, though, dude? Or are they jogging it out? Because I see a lot of jogging when I'm watching. And I can't get excited when I see some jogging. That's all I got to say. Okay, another spot got taken in 13. 13's almost full if you guys want to fill it up. I'm down to open. Then we'll send Shrouded Fable into the abyss, into glory. Dave got 2 more bundles. Let's do it. Depends on how far the dugout is when they're sweating on the bench. Baseball is so slow, Jose Altuve gets screen time on his iPad. You're not wrong, dude. I've seen those highlights. They pop up on my phone every so often, and I'm like, they really needed 2 hours for about 30 seconds of highlights in a professional game. All right, Dave, you got 2. Let's see it. There may be a prize underneath this next pack. My boy Dave just sniffed it out. PSA card for Dave. I'll have you pick one after we're done opening. Is spitting out your sunflower seeds. Listen, if you, I bet you some of those players got sick of like having to take the shell off of the seeds. They bought the shelled sunflower seeds. All right, Dave, pick a number 1 through 4. Hopefully I didn't just end the stream on accident. 3? 3 it is. I hope I didn't. That would suck. All right. Number 1, 2, and 3. This one's a BGS graded card. Yo. Sun and Moon Switch, Full Art Gold, PSA 9. Or BGS 9, sorry. I need a graded card bag. No problem, dude. And you still have one more bundle. So still 3 PSA bundles up for, or PSA prizes and 7 booster boxes. Very good. You sniffed out that prize, dude. You knew there was something coming. You felt it. I respect it. You could feel it in his bones, dude. Absolutely. So there's a heat advisory tomorrow? I guess I work out inside the gym, so it don't really matter, and it'll be like 4 in the morning. You're gonna win? What are you gonna win, dude? You gonna win the game? Dave, here's bundle number 2. It means you're catching the Pokemon, dude. Nope, that's not winning. That's losing. Dang, dude, you gotta do Poke Catch first, or Poke Start. Houndoom? Out of Obsidian? I forgot there was a Houndoom in Obsidian. I'm gonna be honest with you. The last time we saw that. Last pack magic. Looks like you got some. Ooh, clean. Success. Very nice. Yes, very pretty card. You are very welcome, sir. It is a pleasure and an honor pulling some heat for your collection. All right, what we got next? Very good. Bundles, as always, are going pretty quick. Six left in 13. I know it's a little bit of a sleepy Monday, so understandable. Wait a couple more minutes just in case. That was a good baseball discussion. Well done, everybody. Usually there's always one person who goes the other way, though. We didn't have that. It was just unanimous agreement that, yeah, you don't got to be that athletic. Usually it's like, no, dude, this is like sacrilegious to say this. Not one. Respect. What kind of spell did you just cast in my chat, dude? Bartolo Colon. I don't know who that is. If I took a poll right now, I'd bet you that less than half the chat would know who that is. Uncultured swine. Fair. Honestly, fair. I'll accept that. Okay, that's 2. And then the rest out of 16 don't know. Got it. Closed. Poll closed. He was a pitcher in the league and he's big. Was a pitcher. I feel like when Michael Jordan played baseball and then basketball, I think he was making a statement in how easy baseball is. Probably like 90% of people who play a professional sport other than baseball could probably play baseball part time and be fine. I'm honestly surprised it hasn't happened more. It's like, you're gonna pay me how much, and I just gotta just jog it out? Okay. I ain't even gotta hit the ball. All right, I think we're gonna call it here for tonight. It was a okay start to this week. Probably gonna switch it up for Wednesday, but the bundles are going pretty quick, and I'm sure by Wednesday there's gonna be a good chunk of them gone. I didn't even post that we had bundles again yet. So those of you that got in early, you were smart. Other than that, I'll be live on the gaming channel tomorrow. I'm back live here on Wednesday, hopefully with Break 13. But other than that, guys, love you all. Have a good rest of your Monday. Stay cool tomorrow because there's going to be a heat advisory. Love you all. I'll see you tomorrow.